What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm gonna be giving you a little walkthrough video because I haven't done that yet of my 2006 Porsche Cayenne S.
Speak up when I hop about to cut. I promise I'm gonna make a scene. Got lights, cameras, action, but I promise that I won't be seen. She told me that she loved me, but I knew that make believe. But this ain't even about it, so let me catch you up to speed. Red target, slaying demons. I'll be quick to put them on that red carpet. TMZ.
So since I've never done a walk around video of this specific car, I've only done like a budget build kind of thing, going over everything that was done, but I didn't really go in depth on what was really done to the car. So starting with wheels, tires, and suspension. We're gonna get to the tires later, but for suspension and wheels, everything is factory. I left it factory simply because in the 4Runner that is in California, the suspension was done on that car and it just made it just drove significantly worse than it did compared to when it was on the factory suspension. So I left that stock and I threw on some bigger 275 65 18 tires, which is the widest and tallest tire you can possibly go on factory suspension. And now that they're on the car, I'm pretty sure I can go at least a 275 75 on here, just to give it a little bit more height. But the bigger tires do add to the height and it gives it like a lifted look. Not too much of a lift, but it makes it a little bit taller than it would on the factory tires. As mentioned, the wheels are factory. I'm not sure what year this is for. I know it's not for the 2006 year. I may be wrong, but wheels are factory. I want to look into getting some new center caps because these are absolutely toast. And I also want to look into either having them painted or powder coated along with my brake calipers, since the previous owner, I guess, did some, he tried to paint them himself, but they clearly didn't work out too well. Moving on to the auxiliary lights, we have 4-inch pods up front. No, these are 3-inch pods. 3-inch pods up front, left and right. We also have 7-inch lower fogs. Our headlights are completely fogged up from this weather. And these universal tow hooks that are actually attached to the frame of the car. So those are actually useful. Unfortunately, the PPF on the front of the car is absolutely destroyed. I've tried peeling it. I've only been able to get the fender PPF off, but as you can see, the scratches on the hood PPF, and then you can see like the transition line, and same with the bumper. It just does not look good. The original owner, or the previous owner, said he took it down to Mexico to have it done for like $3 something, and honestly it does show for that price because it's really not done well. I don't know how it looked when he first had it done, but right now it's not looking too hot. It's really not looking too good with all these scratches, and it's just not looking too good. I've tried peeling it. It takes way too long and it honestly just starts breaking off. So I'm gonna end up having to take this to someone to get this all fixed because I hate how it looks, and eventually I want to wrap the car or do a nice sport-like livery on the car. Also, you might have noticed the lower valance here where the fog lights would normally be, that was trimmed off to give it once again a more aggressive look. So if you come from the front, you see more tire and you get more ground clearance on the wheel sides. Now I also did the same exact thing for the rear to expose more tire, give it a little bit more of an aggressive look. And I've also added a hitch. I was searching for a factory hitch for the longest, wasn't able to find it. So I came to a junkyard, I was able to find a Touareg, and I was able to get that on there. So that is, and it only cost $30. Normally I wouldn't be towing things with my car, but since this car has such a strong towing capacity at 7,700 pounds, I figured why not get a hitch and I can tow some things with it, like a travel trailer, some dirt bikes, you know, things like that, under the 7,700 pound limit, of course. As for the interior of the car, nothing has been done. However, I do want to get a aftermarket steering wheel to replace this steering wheel because that is also destroyed. I want to get a a Porsche cup wheel. So it's pretty much, it's a racing wheel. It doesn't have an airbag. It's literally just a steering wheel, no features, no nothing. And it's like more sporty. It feels a lot better. I've had that kind of steering wheel on my Nissan. I loved it. I felt more control of the car. Everything was just lighter. In reality, it really wasn't much difference, but it just felt significantly better. So for some camping features, we have this 6 by 8 foot awning. So it's 6 feet long, 8 feet wide. No, it's 6 feet wide, 8 feet long. So this comes out pretty much all the way out here, and then you can set up your chairs, your grill, whatever you want to do, a bonfire, cool. You have some sunshade over that, and you can just enjoy yourself. Overall, this is a pretty simple kind of build. Like, nothing was really done to it. I want to like go a lot crazier, but with the way I am with cars, I don't really see myself keeping this car for too long, even though I really want to. But yeah, there's not really much done to this car. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but it's a very simple build. Really nothing much done to it. If you want to add these tail lights in there, I guess, but I didn't put these on, but it kind of does flow with the car. Other than that, there's really not much done to it. It's just suspension, lights, and an awning. And we also have spacers on there as well, so it gives the car a little bit more of an aggressive stance, as you can see there. However, I do want to get some 50 mil spacers for the rear because these just don't stick out as much as I would like to. The front stick out perfectly. These are 20 spacers all around, so the front stick out good. The rears, I want them to stick out a little bit more. As for the exhaust, it is just a muffler delete. The Hurricane actually ripped my muffler off, so I had no choice but to take the rest off because it was hanging. I didn't know how to weld at the time. I barely know how to weld now, so ripping it off at the time was the best option to go with. Pretty much what my Cayenne is at right now. Like I said, it's really not much to this. It's very simple, very reliable. Gets me from point A all the way to Z, and it just goes. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. I can take it on the dirt, I can take it on the sand. I can literally go anywhere I want to go with this car just by keeping it simple, reliable, and clean. If you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like down below. The YouTube is starting to pick up, so I'm gonna start pushing out more videos left and right, and hopefully I can do more things with this because, like I said, I really want to do a livery on this car. I think like a Red Bull livery on this or a Martini livery would be super cool, and something that like kind of stands out and it's like more photogenic, so I can like take it places, get cool photos. You see it pop up on your Explore page on Instagram, things like that. So if you like this video, be sure leave a like, and hopefully next video we'll be throwing a Martini livery on this thing or some bigger spacers. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.